Yeah, so we've got an exciting SHL draft ahead. You'll be joined by two people with excellent inside knowledge. We have Nike and myself here today. Uh, Symmetric might drop in for some great commentary, and Kari is doing our sheet, so big shout out to Kari. Uh, the GMs are going slow, so we might have some filler discussions. You might have to hear about Route One or how Nike lost all of his money in the great collapse of 1010. Uh, but yeah, we're excited to talk about the draft today. Lots of great movement, exciting movement in the lead up to the draft, and some teams are going to make some excellent foundations from the picks today with the amount of selections they have. Notably, Winnipeg has what, 5 first round picks. Toronto's got two. Madison has three. Uh, I think that's the only doubles we have. But some teams have stocked up in this draft, and there's definitely some great rookies ahead.
Yeah, there was also a point the last couple of weeks that I think San Fran had like 8 seconds. So there's definitely some teams that invested heavily in this draft for sure.
Winnipeg has 7 second rounders on top of their 5 firsts.
Yeah, just
Imagine having
going for some
12
depth.
players
They're
coming in at one class.
really late seconds for the most part, outside of like 27. They have the last three picks of the round, for instance, in 42, 39. But definitely they'll be able to take some shots on some people that might fall through the cracks. You can get some great talent anywhere in the draft on occasion. Uh, Sometimes people can be brought back to activity, or they aren't as active, and then you inspire them to activity with your amazing locker room and terrible jokes. But yeah, we're excited to see what's coming ahead as the draft is underway, and I believe we are ready for the first overall pick now. Is that correct, Symmetric?
Yep. Should be. I think I can do this. Oh, there you go. Pick is in.
Perfect. Yeah, at pick one, the Los Angeles Panthers are pleased to select Akira Morgana, the user Spyall. Akira Morgana is a great player. He's very active in a lot of leagues. Showed a lot of promise. I believe he went first overall in the J draft as well to the Vancouver Whalers. People have had great conversations with his user. He's a very friendly guy. Shows a lot of promise. The bank is excellent. Top earning defenseman. It's going to be a key cog for Los Angeles on the back end moving forward. Fantastic pick for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is another great product of the last couple of seasons of Vancouver kind of just churning out really high level. I think last season they had the most first round, most picks, most players taken in the top 10 or so. And Spile is without a doubt one of the top players in this draft. I mean, I think active in 4 sim leagues at the moment, 8 I think all time. Big Pacers fan. Like, just I had some really great conversations, and I know that the Vancouver team speaks very highly of Akira. So great pick for LAP here.
Yeah, wonderful pick for Wazzy, and a great piece to get that rebuild kicked off in LA with the pieces they have already. But we are excited to get underway to pick number two. The Toronto North Stars made a big move up to get this selection, as well as LA moved up to get pick one as well. But they are excited. Rumors abound have been who they're looking for. Uh, but knowing Jay, it'll probably be someone who's old enough to be his dad. Just let me know when we are ready for pick two.
I will. Just give me a second. I can pre-prepare the first pick, but I gotta switch everything out for the
Yeah,
other
no
pick.
worries, no worries. But yeah, I do think that is a great pick. Defenseman is a premium position. I'll say that ad nauseum because the majority of us want to play, scoring players. You want to put the puck in the net, and FHM defensemen don't do that to nearly the same degree as they might forwards, as forwards have put up some ludicrous numbers. But having people who can defend and play that defense position is so important. So we always give a shout out to the defensemen and give a bit of a bonus to them when they're selected. Always great to have.
Yeah, without looking at it, I would say definitely the last couple seasons, I would say drafts have tended to lean forward. This class specifically seems to have a ton of really, really great defensemen, which I think is great for the league. I have no numbers to back any of that up. That's just pontificating.
Yeah, I mean, pontificate away. I don't disagree. There's a lot of very solid defensemen in this class. We'll get to them as they come, but definitely some great users who are going to be buoying a lot of teams' back ends for a while. So things you love to see.
Next pick is ready.
Excellent. At pick 2, the Toronto North Stars are pleased to select shooter quick hands, the user Casey. Casey is a Ottawa Highlander, great user, fantastic person to talk to. Great render. I don't know the name of the actor, but he's always funny. It's the Shooter McGavin, right? So Shooter quick hands makes sense. Yeah, wonderful conversations we had with Casey. On my end, he's a really friendly person. Going to bring a lot to a locker room. Someone you can rely on long term to be a max earner. I believe Jay knows him from the ISFL, so there was that connection there. He was the target they had in mind when they moved up, but they're able to pull him in. Absolutely fantastic pick.
Yeah, I think there was a deep connection between Casey, Jay, and Sparky there in Toronto. Obviously, the connection to Portland in the ISFL, just kind of a future GM type personality. Somebody that they know and trust really well. So I think they pretty much know that this is somebody that's going to contribute more than likely to their war room and be a great earner. And just that built-in network and connection is kind of a slam dunk here at number 2, and that's exactly the kind of thing that you're hoping for when you're picking at the top of the draft like this.
Yeah, I mean, Jay and Sparky have shown a tendency to move up for the players they want, and it's worked out for them. They have a lot of great players. They look fantastic, and they're a strong team moving forward with the youth that they have. As they grow together, they'll be sure to build a very strong, consistent, contending team in Toronto. A team that hasn't won since, I believe, season 30-something. So definitely, as is in real life, championship hopes in Toronto have been on hold for a while, and they look to fix that.
35.
Yeah.
I remember that.
One of the things that 35? It's been that long?
I was on that team.
Anniversary. Congrats on the anniversary,
50
Toronto.
season drought. So one of the things that Casey mentioned is, as we were chatting, is like a deep want to end up with a 2K SHL trading card, which I think is when you're thinking about picking in the top 5, somebody who has aspirations to make sure that they're getting that trading card out on the site is probably pretty. That's probably a pretty good sign.
Like, if Jay really liked you, he would have moved up to 1 to take you, so you get the 108 card. But shout out to Smile, who will be getting that first overall card. But yeah, I'm just saying, Jay, slacking there for someone who's really invested in cards. Not pulling off a move like that. Pretty low class.
And we do have another former first overall player in this draft, right? I think Hennessy formerly was a first overall pick to Minnesota. Nick Tux, I'll probably get that wrong.
He's not really in the draft. He's a guaranteed pick. He's a Kojia.
Correct. But in this class, a former first overall pick.
Correct.
Nick Tux, former player, went to Minnesota first overall in S69, I think it was. So
yeah,
for
that
those
is
that are out there
that is
collecting
true.
cards, go back and get that one.
Yeah, just go find it. Just get the card you want rather than have random chance. RNG's overrated.
Yeah, my card collection is very poor, so I can't be wasting money like you riches of the SHL.
Oh yes, the pores. But yeah, we're waiting on the Nashville pick as the sounder on the clock. I completely forgot his name.
Pick is ready.
But yeah, red team number 8 is waiting to make their selection.
Pick is ready.
At pick 3, the Nashville Sounder very pleased to select uh, Logan Wright, the user JR95 from the Newfoundland Berserkers. JR is a longtime user, had a fantastic career with the New England Wolfpack. Uh, he's earning really well as a center with a very decent bag at 20 million. He's shown a propensity to max earn on players and make fantastic players. Slam dunk of a pick for a longtime user who's a great person to have in the locker room. He gives great cooking advice too. If anyone needs advice on stainless steel pans or how to cook a specific item, JR's the go-to guy. The one thing I remember he's always told me, he mentioned offhand once that I've kept on forever. Uh, if you're salting something, you either salt it right before you throw it in the pan, or like you're waiting like 2-3 hours and letting it sit, because otherwise you just ruin it.
It's interesting that we all have had a similar experience of maybe not cooking tips, but food tips from JR, because JR and I talked about the proper way to peel a banana this afternoon, which was a lot of fun. Which is, for those that don't know, you don't peel from the stem, you peel from the bottom. So you're
Oh,
supposed to
you're one
like
of
pinch
those?
that little nub at the bottom of the.
You're one of
Absolutely, that is
those
the
people?
correct
Oh my
anatomical
god.
way to peel a banana.
Oh,
Better than ripping it in half, at least. We do have a little like.
Yeah, I mean, don't bite through the skin.
You've never seen someone just like grab the banana from both ends and just like pull it apart, pull it in half to peel it?
I'm a little,
yeah,
I'm,
that's better
I'm a
than
little
doing
worried about that
kids
thought.
do. No, we don't do that here. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's that is wild, but yeah, exists. Right. Anyway, we did get this little image here before the draft. Look at that little gift.
Yeah, so JR already sporting his Nashville gear. I think this is a pretty good sign that this is a great pick for Ace and Fresh. Get somebody that they really like and enjoy hanging around with. It's going to be a great fit for the national locker room. So I think that's a pretty good sign when you've got somebody donning your jersey before you even pick them.
Yeah, absolutely elite.
Good thing neither of the first two teams took him.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I will say it's like the Buffalo co-GM owns multiple jerseys of my team, but all right, one second.
So what are you saying?
Who
You're saying
knows?
that BV is eventually going to end up in Madison?
Life's a mystery. Anyways, pick 4 on the clock, and it's that Madison team, but I think it might not be.
It is. There's a. I don't have a trade alert screen on the. This
Doo-doo-doo. Sports Center update. The Los Angeles Panthers are acquiring pick 4 from the Madison Valkyries in exchange for Los Angeles' S86 first that is top 6 protected. If that pick is lower than top 6, Madison also receives Los Angeles' S89 first as well. So that's 408 heading to Los Angeles. The Panthers are on the clock. Lots of great talent ahead. Let's see what they're going to pick.
And we did talk about that is the incorrect use of pick protection.
First person omniscient. Learn writing, Nike. Okay.
Picks
Really,
are
we
meant
don't
to
have
be
an English
protected
degree.
in the opposite direction, not if the pick is lower, I get more. Yeah, excited to see who LAP picks here. I mean, two picks in the top 4 is a pretty big investment in this class.
Yeah, I think that LA might not be a great team next year as well. Hence the trade. But top 4, you're getting a slam dunk of a player. Lots of fantastic options here. Uh, you know, I think like 2 or 3 of the players would be like these are A+ slam dunks. would have been happy taking, but Los Angeles was really excited to be able to move in for this player, and I'm glad we could oblige for them, and excited to see what route they're going here.
Pick is ready.
At pick 4, the Los Angeles Panthers are pleased to select Slammy Davis Jr., the user Downer. The bank is evident by the amount of work that he does for our site. He is one of the main architects, if not the main architect, for the beloved portal. A fantastic user to have around. Path of Exile player for anyone who plays Path of Exile or Path of Exile 2. Go ARPGs. That's my old man talking. But a great user, wonderful person to bring into your locker room. Definitely worth the move up. Los Angeles is getting an excellent selection at pick 4 here.
Yeah, and I think just chatting with Downer a little bit pre-draft was kind of looking at Slammy as one of those kind of two-way pest type players. Think your Kachuk, Marchand type build. So I think that LAP having a lot of flexibility in their current roster, looking for kind of a person that can fit up and down the lineup is probably going to fit that build. And I really love the name Slammy Davis Jr. Downer was sharing with me that. Is what he calls his wife when she's slamming doors or cabinets around the house, and just kind of like took that joke and made it into a player, which I think is a funny story. And I hope that Slammy will be slamming some goals in for LAP pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think absolutely should, but we'll definitely have to wait and see how it goes. But without question, a fantastic pick for the Panthers. It might not be pick 6 or 7, but pick 5, the Cincinnati Six are on the clock. 7 will be making the selection shortly.
Do you have pick ready?
At pick 5, the Cincinnati Six are pleased to bring in Casey Carlson, the user Reno. Casey, not to be confused with Casey picked earlier, is Reno, and an excellent pick. The SMJHL co-commissioner, making a center after a fantastic career at defense. 87 million in the bank, max earning TPE, a wonderful user to bring in and talk with your people. Big con, can't handle spicy food. Just not able to do it. So if the team goes out for spicy food, Casey might have to sit it out. But a wonderful pick. Another slam dunk in the top 5. It's been all fantastic selections so far. Hard to find any fault with any of the picks so far, even or the order. But yeah, great pick for the Cincinnati Six here.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see how Reno builds a forward, a center. Obviously, Snooks with Reno's last player, 2K TPE, one of Stevens, I think. So probably, just Cincinnati with, as you said, HFFO, like slam dunk pick. I think Reno spent most of their last career with LAP and SFP. So definitely one of those players that's like super loyal, is, consistent with one franchise, as shown kind of over the course of the last couple of years. And so this is just a great pick. And Reno's super fun for a locker room. And I know that Cincinnati's kind of still probably norming on what their culture looks like and trying to get a really good group of like core folks. So I think that's another great pick here in the top 5, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean,
Toronto back on
great
the clock already.
The North Star's on the clock. The time is ticking, just like the amount of time that's increased for their cup drought. I mean, I can't talk. My team has never won the cup. We have only existed 2 seasons, but that's irrelevant. Yeah, excited to see what kind of talent Jay and Sparky are looking to bring in at pick 6.
It's ready.
At pick 6, the North Stars are pleased to select Robbie Shermans, the user Calf. Max earning defenseman, defense premium position, with a decent but not spectacular bank out, just under 20 million. Cat is a longtime user. He's max earned on all his players. Used to be the Kelowna Knights GM, very loyal to Kelowna. As you can see, he just played there as well. They're getting a great pick, someone who's going to be a cog on the back end for a very long time. Great user. And yeah, I'm excited to see how this Toronto team is going to develop in the future. but I think this is one of the can't miss picks of the draft, and a great person heading to the biggest city in Canada.
Yeah, fun pick here. Just chatting a bit with Kath before the draft. I did not realize this, but Kath has named all of their players after characters from a Dutch TV show called New Kids, or from what I understand, it's like New Kids on the Block, and they've got kind of like a TV series, a movie series. So I just watched a couple of clips on YouTube. Of course, I can't understand any of the Dutch, but it struck me a bit as like a very kind of a very cheeky mix of Trailer Park Boys and kind of like Workaholics, where there's just a bunch of smucks running around causing a bit of trouble in the neighborhood, and so I thought that was kind of a fun little lore piece. Is that all of cast players are characters from the same show, and so they're all kind of creating a little bit of chaos here in the SHL.
That is pretty fun. Great to know. The only person who might actually know the TV show outside of him is Furious Chicken. Chicken, if you're listening, tell us if the show is good. I don't think Chicken's here right now.
Probably not. I think it's.
I mean, I watched clips and I understood nothing, and they seemed funny.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Sam. I keep talking over you.
That's okay. I think it's probably quite late for Chicken right now.
I don't care. Dedication. That's what we're here for. The people who go on the top of the draft, they're here watching this draft. Rain or shine.
Yeah, if you're not watching the draft at 1 a.m., what are you doing?
But this will bring pick 7 on the clock, the Baltimore Platoon. Is this the first pick of the 01 and Dame era? So great mystery as to what direction they're going here. Lots of potential options and talent on the board. Yeah, many routes we could go.
Should we find out? This pick's ready.
At pick 7, the Baltimore Platoon are pleased to select Sammy Parker, the user Dame. Surprising everyone, taking your co-GM, who you have to take in the first round with your only first-round pick. Sammy Parker will be heading to the Baltimore Platoon to co-run the team with 01 plays. Max earning, fantastic TP, great person to talk to. His profile picture is young Anakin from the Phantom Menace, so you know he has taste for pod racing. I didn't ask if he's a Jar Jar Binks fan, but you have to assume so if he has taste. Great person to talk to. Been a blast in the GM server. Again, another slam dunk pick. Just great, fantastic picks at the top of this draft. Really can't miss, and they absolutely nail it here.
Yeah, so much energy for Dame. I think between 01 and Dame, that's probably the most energetic GM duo in GM chat. Dame is.
It really depends on if Vandy's working that day or not, because Vandy and BV give them a run for their money for sure.
True. Yes, that's absolutely true. I was just chatting a little bit with Dame this morning about the draft, and he did want one shout out and make sure that I don't miss that. He wants everybody to know that Jay smells like Brussels sprouts, which is quite the violent, pungent smell if you're
Were you about to say
one
bum?
for the kitchen. Bum doesn't smell like bum.
You were about to say bum and then change to Brussels sprouts. I guess both could be true. You never know.
There's probably some overlap there.
Depends if you've eaten the Brussels sprouts, I guess, you know?
All right. Well, we're off to Route 1.
Yeah, Route 1, Hockey Channel USA, baby. But Calgary's on the clock. Felix is drafting from a barbecue restaurant in his hometown. The food looked pretty good, so we'll see if his selection is as good at pick 8.
Pick ready.
At pick 8, the Calgary Dragons are pleased to select Alexander Jakolevs, the user Jacob Carson 877. Yeah, he's got a very solid bank with 5 million. Could be better, but not too shabby. Max earning TP wise, fantastic player name. I'm not sure the render is. It looks like some kind of college player. 14 with a blue. I don't know. Not sure there. But yeah, had a solid season for the Ottawa Highlanders. Fun user to talk to. Great to have in the locker room. And I think will be a solid pick for the newly building Calgary Dragons.
Oliver's Murnieks looks like perhaps a Latvian professional player.
Makes sense. The name sounds Latvian.
Yeah, I could be right.
I'm just doing a little research here on the fly, but yeah, great. I think great pick here for Calgary. Had a great chat with Jacob before the draft. I was like, hey, well, what kind of player are you looking to build? And the response was big guy, skate fast, shoot good, hit hard. So I think just one of those body bangers, good power forward, which I think we've seen probably has fallen off a little bit. That kind of power forward build from FHM 8 to FHM 10, but would love to see a little bit more of that variety. And if Alexander's becomes one of those dominant power forwards in the SHL, I think that'd be a pretty cool story.
Yeah, honestly, I think we should just turn injuries on, because then if you hurt the other team, you probably win more games than you don't, right?
Can we just have in-game injuries but not lasting injuries? Because that would be the ideal.
Whole season. You lose your whole season because some dude put 20 in aggression and checking and hit you from behind, ruined your career. Good luck retiring, recreate, make a new player.
So we're just
Also,
celebrating.
this is right when you're at 1999 TP, so you don't get the 2K badge.
Oh, you can't earn while you're injured. That's a good idea. I like that. Let's have fun.
True, yeah. Your PTs don't count, but you still have to do them or you don't recover from injury.
Oh my god.
Anyways, that'll bring us to our next pick. The Winnipeg Aurora on the clock for back-to-back selections.
Yeah, they've kind of had to.
I will say they have 4 of the next 5 picks. They have 4 of them. So just sandwiched between one other team here. We'll see where they're looking to go.
The fabled 5 picks in a row.
Yeah, this is a very interesting position to be in, right? Like when you get to Madison here slammed in the middle.
I will say, if there is a
game
you don't want sandwich between your picks to ruin your selections, I'm probably top 3 for just like ruining your day.
I'll tell you what, because I tried to get 5 picks in a row once when I was GM of Toronto, and I had 6, 8, and 10, and you know who's in between picks 6 and 8? It was Halsey and Hamilton. I was not having that.
Absolutely sniped you, 100%.
Oh, I paid so much to get that pick from him. Worth it.
So he would absolutely be taking your person.
I couldn't get 9 though. I couldn't get the 5 in a row.
I've had the top 4 picks of a draft once, but I didn't get the 5 in a row.
I don't know if anyone's ever had 5 picks in a row before.
I don't know. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4 though. That was a fun time.
It's pretty nice.
But are we ready for pick 9?
Yeah. Here we are.
At pick 9, the first goaltender of the draft, the Winnipeg Aurora selecting Colton, the user Colton MC. Fantastic user, big fan of Minecraft, which I found out is what MC stands for. My bum ass has never played Minecraft, so I was not aware. Max earner, very solid bank account, great person to talk to. Is a Habs fan, so but definitely bonus points on that selection. Great person to bring in. Brings everything you want in a goalie. Just a great locker room presence and person to have. Fantastic pick by the Aurora to have a long-time netminder for the future.
Oh, they do. They need one. They just traded away. Well, I traded away pretty much everyone, but the last goalie gone, I think. I don't know if they have another goalie on the...
Yeah.
Ready.
I think this is probably the highest we've seen a goalie selected in the last 20 seasons or so. So, I mean, that speaks to how highly Winnipeg thinks of Colton. Like, obviously a super pick here for Winnipeg. They're like, we need a franchise goaltender. They have some flexibility with the number of picks that they've got going here. So, congrats to
Quantity
Coleman
and quality.
being taken
These
as a
are high
goaltender in the
picks and
top
a
10.
bunch of them. You
Yep.
get your guy. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. But yeah, back to back. So their pick 10 is going to be available.
Yeah, it's ready. I got
At pick 10, the Winnipeg Aurora are pleased to select Arthur Skoglund, user Overdue. Several GMs, cried out in anguish as Overdue was selected. His media today, his bank account are both fantastic. Max earning TP, left defense. He had a previous player that wasn't quite up to par, but he's come back with a vengeance. Has been earning great in other leagues, and looks fantastic. Should be a great cornerstone for the Aurora as they move forward. Fantastic selection. Can't say enough great things about Overdue. Seems like a great guy.
Yeah, I had a really fun chat with Overdue. Skoglund, from what I understand, is Swedish for tree, which was like just a very interesting. Overdue was basically saying that wanted to name my player after some kind of plant, but wanted him to be Swedish, and was doing a little bit of research and found that Skoglund was kind of that interesting mix between the two, and so I thought that was a kind of a fun nod to a new player name. Then we were chatting a bit about there've been some former trees in the SHL, and so if Skoglund can be as good of a big tall defenseman as some of those former trees in the SHL, it would be a pretty cool story. So I think another player that we've seen, I think, take advantage of the 2 times draft media that's going on at the minute, because Overdue had a pretty huge article, mock draft of sorts, which was awesome. So I think, like you said, Piff, that earning is definitely picking up on the SHL side, which is definitely why Winnipeg felt pretty comfortable here at 10, making a great pick.
Oh, I see. I've just seen someone in the chat said BV went 7th overall in S81.
We before that, I think the last high goalie was Time in '64, who went 4th overall. But goalies rarely go that high. Not a lot of spots for them.
Standout for sure.
But if you're taking a goalie that high, it's because you're getting someone is going to be there a while and a fantastic user. The person the goaltender are, I think matters more.
When you're being compared to BV, you're probably in good company.
Yeah. Future co-GM in the making for Winnipeg, maybe.
So, who are you going to take at 11?
No,
all right, 11 overall on the clock. Are we ready for the pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Madison Valkyries are pleased to select Toivo Koskinen Jr., the user Toivo. Some news about this pick. It was subsequently traded, but we'll talk about Toivo a bit first before we get there. Toivo is someone I've loved since my first draft as Edmonton GM in '65. He was someone I was about to take, but LA sniped me right before I was going to take him. He's a great user, fantastic person, coming back with a vengeance after a J-only player. He's got a wonderful bank account, hoping to make the Hall of Fame and score a bunch of goals, and I see absolutely no reason why he can't do it and the place he's going to end up. Glad to have been able to take him. Sad to trade him, but happy about the return. But fantastic user in person. I think Toivo's going to do great.
Yeah, you want to pull? I'll pull up the trade. I was gonna ask as soon as you were done announcing it when you wanted to talk about the trade, but you right into it.
But yeah, so we are sending Toivo to Winnipeg, so they get 5 in a row. For their season 86 first, which is top 8 protected. Protected from my perspective because I am the law, so eat that, Patrick. If lower than 8, add the Nashville S86 first. In return, they get Toivo Koskinen Jr. I will say that they were looking to get people. We're worried this was one of the people I was going to take. I took them because Toivo's great, but definitely paid to be able to receive them. And happy about the return, but yeah, Toivo's going to be an absolute menace in Winnipeg. Should be a top line forward for a long time. Excited to see what he does there.
Technically, though, Stacey Madison pick on the board.
When you look at
we don't get the fabled 5 in a row.
There's your lore. This is the Kobe moment of the draft. Madison legend,
So it was
exactly.
technically drafted by Madison, but somehow ended up in Winnipeg.
That's what the
The second
portal
I
will
took him, he's like,
say.
"Oh, we wanted that guy," and I was like, "I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I liked him too."
I mean, great pick, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's been,
Toivo's
I
fantastic.
think, I think Toivo's, as you mentioned, HIF, right? LAP snagged his first player, was
He
there
played there
for
his whole
almost
career,
a
won like
thousand games, if I
2 cups.
remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, like
borderline Hall of Famer, all
franchise-defining
the period
player.
for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
But yeah, he was on that
So,
that LA team that's
slam
like
dunk.
completely swept the playoffs and only lost once. Just a fantastic. I can't say enough good things. Like it's a really, really great player.
But anyway, after trading, Winnipeg's back.
And Winnipeg is back.
I got the next one ready.
Yeah, at pick 12, the Winnipeg Aurora are pleased to select Timur Gorgashvili, the user Rancid Budgie. Very solid TP and bank account. Played in Newfoundland, was selected 4th overall. Heading to the Winnipeg Aurora. Last player was on Montreal for a long time, if I recall. Most of his players have been on Montreal for a long time, from what I'm remembering, but getting to try a new home in Winnipeg.
Yeah, going to be welcomed with open arms, right? Like, I think this is probably going to be one of the most exciting nights in the Winnipeg LR in the next couple of weeks. Just having people kind of flowing in for those first gens that are kind of just having their first SHL draft experience. I think very similar to the J draft experience. You get drafted and you get thrown in, and there's normally a bunch of people waiting to welcome you. So it's kind of like one of those really exciting first nights. And I know Rancid's obviously been around the league, but it's, amongst this group of what will eventually be 6 first rounders, like it's going to be a pretty fun night to be in Winnipeg.
Yeah, Winnipeg's going through a lot of changes too. So, building is kind of like you get to be the new face, the new era. And speaking of the new era, it's still going. Got the
Yeah, Winnipeg
next
on the clock at
ready.
13 again. We'll see what direction they're looking this time, as the Aurora are pleased to select Lava Lemur, the user Captain SB. Left defenseman, premium position, coming from the ISFL, I believe. Max earning TP with a decent bank of 5 million. Fantastic render. That's from the fuck, I can't remember the name of that movie. What's that movie?
Penguins of Madagascar.
Madagascar.
It's
yeah, Madagascar. That's the one. But yeah, great person to bring in the locker room. Very talkative, chatty, and he's going to be a solid pick. They've brought in a bevy of riches from this draft class alone. So excited to see Winnipeg grow with the group that they'll have going here.
Yeah, I was talking to Captain a little bit earlier, mentioning that was in Dubai on vacation and was probably going to miss the draft, and was having a nod back to the J draft where they were selected in the second round. I was like, I probably won't get picked till the second or the third round, and then here we are, right outside the top 10. So I think probably going to be pretty excited when they wake up tomorrow morning and realize that that they get drafted to a huge group in Winnipeg that's obviously going to have a ton of fun overnight, and we'll wake up in the morning to a bunch of messages trying to catch up to what's all been going on since then. Oh my gosh, a new team on the clock finally.
Is that legal? Is that allowed? Someone get HO. We need to clarify if this is allowed. But no, Hamilton will be making a selection. Alex and Co will be looking to bring in some new talent on a team that has a fantastic young core currently.
Oh, there's caps in the chat. 4 a.m. right now. We're watching the draft.
Oh, love it.
Oh, 4 a.m. Damn. Okay, respect. Congrats on getting drafted. Hey, Patrick.
Here we were talking
roast
some
my,
smack about.
Yeah, Patrick, you can roast my trades when you stop getting fined every offseason. You've been a GM for 2 years and have like 6 fines. I don't know why we're making fun here.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Didn't somebody just get hit with the goalie wrist slap?
Yeah. But I don't know if you saw that. I self-reported it. I said, me dumb. And they said, oh, dang, you is dumb. And then they fined me. Anyways, Hamilton is pleased to select at pick 14. Vumion, Stitcher Son. Stitch render, 10 out of 10. Things you absolutely love to see. The TP is a bit down from the other players. Not quite the max earning, but earning quite well. Great person to talk to. Another Path of Exile player. Shout out ARPGs. Old men will never let this die. But a great user heading to Hamilton. Wonderful pick. Can't say enough good things. Other superlatives.
I really thought
this render is incredible.
I thought that first name kind of sounds like a evolution of one of the Pokemon evolutions of Eevee. It's the next one, you know.
Vumion, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. You got Flareon, you got Jolteon.
Okay, well now we've entered that realm. Look at what is that? What type is that? Do we think?
I think they have. I guess you could have like a dragon type. It's just kind of a dragon if you can't fly, but you don't need to fly to be a dragon apparently, because Gyarados is also a dragon. So
Gyarados is technically not a dragon type. It's water flying.
Get a load of this nerd. Charizard also not a dragon. For who knows fucking why.
Yeah.
Because it didn't. Because they didn't have double types in Gen 1.
No, but even when they do, he becomes fire flying.
Yeah, they added flying as a second type, but when
still not a dragon, even though he's like the most dragon Pokemon.
Yeah.
And they asked the question after you bring it up, Nike. So very prescient of you.
I'm just here for the people. Oh, Vumion's in the chat. We'll have to get Vumion giving us the insight.
Yeah, what type of Pokemon would you be if you were an Eevee? But yeah, pick 15 on the clock.
Build your own.
Second selection coming. Very curious as to what direction they'll go. Also, I'd just like to take a moment to shout out Patrick's terrible rookie season, making sure Texas's pick was high so I could make that trade earlier. Thank you, Patrick, for being a terrible SHL player. Big shout out. I think he had like 6 goals all year. It's great. But Calgary, they are still in that build. Second pick of the draft, getting Jacob Carson, Alexander Jakalevs earlier. We'll see what direction they're going at 15, and they will be picking Ryan Wolf, the user DMan2213. Okay, Nike, I need you on Render Watch, because what is that? It's like the Eye of Mordor, but a marble?
It looks like a marble.
I'm so confused. Yeah, but it's like, I need information. Get on that, Nike.
Please hold.
I need a Y.
So I had a great chat with this user. They're earning quite well. The bank is a little light, but bank is always something fixable. You just put in some effort, get on that double media, get on the double graphics. Seriously, if you're watching this, you need money, get on that. It's double payment, makes it a lot easier. It takes about $17.5 million to max earn at the SHL level, so get that bread. But yeah, great pick, great user to bring in. Wonderful selection for the Calgary Dragons to get a max earning user at this juncture of the draft.
Yeah, is there some kind of lore?
I can't help.
Is Ryan Wolf like from some kind of a name from some kind of show or something where the guy is?
It says rapidly on Thomas Vanek's body, which I think is what I'm looking at here, but I don't know what rapidly is. Is that like a
It's just like an anime thing.
cartoon character?
Rapidly character. Uh,
It's
Marble
not an
character.
anime character from what I can see. It looks like a marble.
Rapidly
It
is a
does look
current
like
member
a
of
marble.
the Savage Speeders from the Jellies Marble Runs. A red and white marble who is a prominent member of the team. He's one of the most decorated athletes in the history of Marble League.
Okay.
Has science gone too far?
Yes.
Gels marble runs. I mean, there's threads on Reddit. I love the Savage Speeder. Rapidly is one of my favorite marbles of all time. I mean, you can't argue with that.
This might be one of the rabbit holes of all time that we've gone down.
Is it Gels marble runs? Jellies marble runs? I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
hearing more about
I think
this.
that's what it says. We need them to come in and elaborate, but it is it's a marble thing for sure.
Well, I think in honor of that, at some point in the next couple of seasons, when we finally get Wolf up to the big leagues, we'll have to have marbles to as a preload to one of our sims. Everybody loves marbles. We're lost. What pick is it now?
Pick 16,
16.
Seattle on the clock. The Argonauts had a fantastic playoff run this season. Looking at some youth to keep that fantastic team they've had going forward and be a consistent contender. Excited to see what direction they're going. As at 16, the Argonauts are pleased to select Spiky Sal O'Leary, user Joriel. I believe Joriel also a Path of Exile player. Just shouting it out, just saying. But a great person to talk to. Very friendly. The bank, incredibly light. But again, something very fixable. It's doubles week. Go get your double media money. Joriel, get on it. If you're watching, I see you posted. Go write some media. Do it. But a great person, earning very solid TP, playing a premium position of defense. Was picked 32nd of the J draft and had a bit of a come up, heading all the way up to 16 to Seattle. Great selection and love the Armadillo render. Kelowna theme too, very fun.
Very fun. I think really interesting pick here for Seattle. Obviously, they've had one of the best, probably the best defensive core in the SHL for the last like 2 or 3 seasons. So adding Spiky to that mix is going to be the kind of the perfect. They'll have an off ramp for some of their aging defensemen, and Spiky kind of folds right in there as a,
Not only that,
highly
but they
touted.
lost 3 number 1 defensemen and then still had an amazing defense, fixed it up again, and then still bringing in more defense. But no team has lost more from their back end than the Seattle Argonauts in recent years, and still managed to maintain a wonderful core on that side of the puck.
Yeah.
Yes. We are pick
Headed
17.
to Denver now? Edmonton?
But no, because we have a trade.
A trade to announce. The Buffalo Stampede are trading 2 second-round picks, the S88 and S89 Buffalo seconds, to the Edmonton Blizzard in exchange for pick 17. 17, the NOLA first, will be heading to Buffalo, and that will bring Vandy and BV on the clock.
I have the pick ready.
And the Buffalo Stampede are pleased to select the user Scamps, Franklin Scamps. This is the SMGHL intern, which is a big factor, and you can see him having a hefty bank account. Great person to talk to, very team-first player. Going to be a great fit in Buffalo for the long term. He's the TP is a bit behind where you'd expect. Had some life stuff come up, so wasn't doing the main PTs or MPTs, but has been doing the training and earning, as well as Chirper has a great back account. And the long term, I see no issues with this player earning. Think they're going to be a wonderful selection. Big shout out to Vandy and Beefy for this pick. I think it's a top-notch steal for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you're looking at a user, a player that's very well regarded. The TPE number probably just is for folks that didn't maybe understand the whole picture, kind of scared them off. But I think Scamps is going to be awesome for Buffalo. I think you see, the high draft stock from being taken second overall by San Diego in the J draft. So obviously there's a lot of good there. So to get a player like that here in the back half of the first round is going to be really,
my
really
favorite
great
example
for a
of
Buffalo
that
team
is
that's still building.
Shawnee, when Eds Oslin was walking into his first SHL draft, he had under 200 TP come draft time. But he wrote a massive media, and we had a great chat. So I moved in to take him at 28, even though his TP basically said undraftable bum. Panned out because he just earned from there. It's not what you've done to this point; it's what you're going to do and the effort you'll have, and if they can inspire you to get motivated and help you find the way to do that and the path to go. So, absolutely fantastic pick for the Buffalo Stampede here.
Yes, indeed.
Pick 18, the Philadelphia Forge making their first appearance on the clock. Longtime strong contender, the Philadelphia Forge will be bringing in some more youth to bolster the ranks as a team that has gone through a bit of a resurgence on the younger end. We're curious to see which way they will go, and adding to a great young core containing Degradation, the user Wreck-It Ralph.
And me.
And Symmetric, absolutely.
I was traded to Philly just
He's a bum. What?
few days ago.
The pick is in.
Yes.
The Philadelphia Forge are pleased to select Rocky Rainier, for Sucks Fake. Great person to talk to, great user. Might earn some money later on. Just doesn't have any immediate plans to do it, but probably will at some point. But he's in multiple leagues. Fantastic locker room presence. Great person to bring in. Waiver claim, it has been max earning since that. You're getting a absolute dynamite pick here, and should be a gem for the Philadelphia Forge.
And a lot of fun to talk to. I think I'm not even going to try the username because I'm going to screw it up, and this is a family program. But
for fuck's sake,
we had we had a lot of fun chatting about the name Rocky. But the Rocky name, is it Rocky Philadelphia Rocky? Is it Rocky the Rocky Mountains? Is it Rocky Mountain High, Coors Light? Like I don't know. Leave it to the people. But
Mount Rainier.
I think that's right. Yeah, you've got the mountains all kind of pulled together here. So I think it's a great pick for Philly. They're going to be super happy.
Absolutely
great LR presence too. Obviously.
This will bring at 19, the Madison Valkyries will be selecting. I guess the question at this time becomes, are they going to be an absolute menace and actually keep the pick, or trade it again? Or trade it after keeping it? You never know with these bums. It's Mount Rainier in Washington State, by the way. The more you know. I thought you asked him. He didn't give you an answer?
Correct. Wait, who asked?
You said you asked him.
Oh no, we're letting the people decide. We were just kind of
Okay.
like riffing and having a joke about the name of the player.
Sorry, no jokes.
No,
This is a serious program.
Well, the player is coming
We're
into the
locked in.
chat to say it's named after Mount
Yeah,
Rainier.
he's elaborated.
The Washington State mountain.
See, this is what happens
Yeah.
when you.
That's why Cap mocked them going to Seattle, which would make a lot of sense.
I think they are also a Kraken fan, which is kind of funny.
It makes
But at
sense.
pick 19, the Madison Valkyries are pleased to select Neko Suki, the user Fuba guy. Fuba created specifically because he wanted to keep playing with Egg. So we had to take him because otherwise I would have felt bad. Yeah, he's a great person. He is a Senators fan, so that's kind of sad. His last player, Bobby Chucky, was kind of a upper mid-tier earner, like a 1500 TP player, very solid depth. He's playing defense, so a premium position, but just a great guy to have in the locker room and shoot the shit with. Very funny, very easygoing. Excited to bring him in.
I was about as convinced that this was going to be your selection as I probably have ever been, Hiff, because I went back and looked at Kachucky's string of playing days, and it was Toronto to Edmonton to Madison, and I was like, oh, all right, well, we know what's happening here.
You mean he just followed me and Egg? No. Yeah, him and
I mean,
Egg are like
Fuba is great,
on.
so
They're
yeah,
both
I mean, it's
fans, big fans of each other. It gets a little weird sometimes. Not me, of course, just them. But yeah, very excited to bring in Fuba. If anyone has the pleasure, to be able to chat with him, he's just a good time always.
well, Fuba was saying that loves nothing more than bald men and especially bad hockey teams, so I think he found the right place.
He is a Sens fan, and he is a fan of me. So what are you missing there? But yeah, at pick 20, this will bring up Winnipeg's fifth first-round selection, but sixth first-round pick they will be bringing onto the team this year. At pick 20, the Aurora are pleased to select Rat King. The user Adam E plays. I don't know if this is a Rat Gear reference. It would be funny if it was, but I doubt it because I think this is their first player. But Adam E plays. The TP earning maybe not as great as you're expecting from a sixth overall selection. A bit behind the rest of them because the bank's a bit light. I think this is lacking training because they can't afford it yet, is my guess. But a great person, great conversation based on the Marchand render, so that makes sense for the name 1,000%. Coming from the Carolina Kraken, which is a factory producing great SHLers, and excited to see what they'll do in Winnipeg.
Yeah, and Winnipeg has loaded up on Kraken here in this draft, just in this first round. So I mean, they've got kind of that built-in culture, those relationships. So we got three of their 4 or 5 picks so far coming from Carolina. So that's it's pretty clear that they found a group that they liked, and they're trying to kind of keep that core gel together as they slide from the J up the SHL. We talked actually on the SHL Tonight pod about what if you took chemistry and could carry it over. That there's a perfect example of a team that's kind of loaded up on a pipeline, and that would be really interesting if that was the case.
I mean, yeah, I'd love to have chemistry carry over because then you could just hunt people if they played all 4 seasons together and were dynamite the J. You can get them for bonus chemistry. I think that'd be a neat thing to add. But I think the other thing is that you would have built a lot of chemistry with some inactive players, and you won't be able to because there's a cap on the amount of excellent chemistries you can have, I believe. So you might not get the full usage out of that that you're thinking because the rest of your teammates would struggle a bit. But the thought is fun if it could be reworked or revamped a little, I think.
Yeah, just Corey can figure that out.
We can get him on the another 300 hours of testing.
Yeah,
looking into that. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
You get plenty of time. I'm not worried about it.
But pick 21, the New England Wolfpack are going to be on the clock. Excited to see what direction Luke and Co are going to go. Notoriously great drafting team, the Wolfpack. Tend to find great value at these selections. And the pick is in. The New England Wolfpack are pleased to select Pinto Tavares. The user has we. Great conversation with this user. They've got an excellent bank account, very solid earning at 332 TPE. The user profile showing is an absolute steal at this point. The bank, the TP, all of it looks fantastic. Classic New England drafting, be able to get a player like this at this point of the draft. Yeah, I don't know which St. Louis Blues player that is, but that is a Blues
10,
player.
I think is Shen.
Is that
Braden Shen?
Yeah, definitely Shen.
Braden Shen, there you go. I don't acknowledge the Blues because Patty. Great pick. Everything about this screams steal, and I think Luke and Co, as well as Hasley themselves, will do everything they can to show that as correct.
Yeah, this is a classic. This is a classic Luke and New England pick, right? Like Pinto probably flying a little bit under the radar, but when you look at the earning, when you look at the bank, like just there's not anything to be upset about when you're picking, in the 20s and getting what is probably a perfectly, like a really capable, awesome user to add to your team, and somebody that's probably just going to continue to chug along in the earning, and it's just going to be a lot of fun to add to your group. So this is, I think that's a slam dunk again here for Luke towards the end, back half of the first round.
I will say that normally we have like Curry doing the posted picks, but Luke decided to have his dynamite drop in and post his own pick number 21 for posted picks. Just a fun little tidbit. So shout out Luke for listening, and great pick. And this will bring up Seattle again, unless no unless.
No, I was gonna say.
I will say there was some paperwork shenanigans. A pick was
They did.
submitted, but
They are the first team so
seemed
far.
illegal.
They're the first team so far to pick someone who's already picked. Happens every year.
But yeah, Seattle's got a fantastic core, looking to add to it with some great young talent, and we'll see what direction they're going. I'm sure they won't pick a really long, stupid name that'll make me want to cry.
Yeah, should we find out?
I think we should. Yeah, we'll bring up the
We
pick.
should.
At pick 23, the Seattle Argonauts select Landwehr, Pool, Gwyn, Gilgo, Ger, Urch, Win, Drob, Ul, Endus, Ilio, Gogo, Gok, Resident. The user Summerstood. One of our European players, so I'm not sure if he's awake or listening, but maybe he'll catch in the morning. I was bribed to try to pronounce the whole thing, so I went for it. But yeah, a great person to talk to, very friendly. Might not be the highest of earners, but a very solid earner will be a solid pick for Seattle at a long term at a premium position on defense. And yeah, what a great pick. Oh, I cut out. Did I Colonel Sanders? Yeah, Saunders. Yeah. Not doing that one again. But
it really
yeah,
takes up like a whole ticker there too.
Well, it's the longest city name in the world, I believe. It's in
Yeah.
Wales, and my Welsh isn't too great.
That's not. That is the dot is portal limitations or sim engine limitations. I don't know which one actually has the limitations, but yeah, the name.
Oh,
is
it's a village name.
than-
Okay, yeah.
The name is longer than we than something can handle. So the dot
FHM
is
cries
an official name.
every time they get a point.
So
Yeah.
wait, so we've officially reached the max of either the portal or the
This is
sim
the max,
engine.
yes.
Yeah,
If his name is longer than that, they've just cut it. to fit the
yeah.
portal.
They had to put the dots in the middle because otherwise it was over whatever character limit. I would assume probably.
I don't
the
think
same.
that's fair to
English
Summer.
translates
Somebody-
to St. Mary's Church in the hollow of White Hazel near a rapid whirlpool, and the Church of St. Tislio near the Red Cave.
Ah, yes.
They couldn't call it Red Cave, like just. I guess that's what the English would do.
Well, the Red Cave was already called Red Cave, so you gotta say it's near the Red Cave. But then how near? Anyway.
I guess we could have added the distance to the Red Cave as part of the list. We would have made it longer. But pick 23 on the clock. Was there a trade at this one, or is this the?
I don't
Back to Buffalo.
think so.
No trades here.
You never
Nope.
know. You never know with Buffalo. But yeah, pick 23, the Buffalo Stampede. They will be selecting Mustrum Ridcully, the user Michigan Anonymous. He's had some great players. Absolutely love the wizard render. Not sure which specific wizard that is. Nike, you're on the case. But TP
Always.
earning is a bit low, but the bank is great. Playing defense, which again, that premium position, and excited to see how their career is going to grow with Buffalo. And maybe they'll wizard up a Challenge Cup in the future with all the young talent they're building up on the Stampede.
So this player name and render is a Discworld character,
Oh, okay.
which seems to be to be like a book series of sorts.
It is. I believe it's the it's the world is a like donut shape and it flies on the back of a space turtle through space. That's all I know about it, but it's by Terry Pratchett, who's he's a really interesting person. If you haven't read Terry Pratchett, he like got knighted and forged his own sword from a meteor because he's a giant nerd. But yeah, Terry Pratchett is a beloved fantasy author, so I imagine that the Discworld series is great. And yeah,
If you must be really good at trivia.
no, because they never ask anything I actually know.
But
I only know very
it's
it's
little
always
that
how
I
it
know.
goes, right?
like I
They're like,
said
name a
Discworld, and
name
I
a
was
U.S.
like,
state,
I'm
and I
googling
say,
it.
who cares? And that's not the answer apparently.
Chicago. That's not a state; it's a city.
Illinois is not real. That's where Patty lives. But yeah, last pick of the first round on the clock, and we will have a trade here at this position. Baltimore swooping in to get the last pick of the first round. The Atlanta Inferno are trading pick 24 to Baltimore in exchange for season 87 Denver's second. This will bring the Baltimore Platoon with their second first round pick on the clock. Let's see what direction Dame and 01 are planning to go.
It is an interesting trade, just for straight up first round for a straight up second round pick. You must think Denver's
I think
second
you're
is
looking
going to be
at
quite
the
high.
trades towards the end of the first. You're seeing very low prices paid for them. Didn't seem to be a lot of teams who valued the depth of this class versus the top end.
Yeah.
But certain teams might not have had the cap to be able to bring a prospect in as their contenders, and the cap crunch is very real for it. So they moved the pick for what they could get versus, holding out for something
Denver's a fairly
bigger.
good team, so I'd be curious. I'd
Yeah.
expect that second to be in like the late half of the second. You're looking at like 38, 39, something. But yeah, anyway.
But regardless, at pick
Baltimore gets
24, the
24.
Baltimore Platoon are pleased to select Midlife Crisis, the user gifter of bikes. A longtime user, joined the same season I did back in season 6. Was a pick of the Minnesota Chiefs back in the day before they've rebranded multiple times since. Was the person who moved the Vancouver Nightmare to he moved the Las Vegas Aces at the time, the team they were at the time, to Seattle to become the Seattle Riot. He is a published author and a longtime user, has had multiple Hall of Fame players, and will be heading to Baltimore at the very end of the round. The big knock on him is that he doesn't use Discord, so he won't really contribute anything to your locker room. But you're getting a player who's going to earn, wants to be a power play weapon, so he's going to be teeing up the 1T in the Patrick Laine spot. And yeah, it's a very solid pick at this point of the draft.
Every note that I had, you just like if there was a checkbox, you went down and hit every single one. I
didn't need a notepad for that either.
No, is you mentioned Seattle Riot, who
joined in the teens. Yep.
Seattle,
Seattle Riot.
the Seattle Riot, who also don't exist anymore either.
I believe they became Tampa
Right.
Bay through the long pattern.
And then Seattle came back as an expansion team, as the Argonauts.
Yeah.
But yeah, they went to Tampa. Pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure. Do you want to take a break at the start of between the second round, or you want to keep going?
We can take a break, give the GMs, because the GMs are lagging a bit behind.
They're they're still in the second right now.
Yeah, but we're getting to a point where the picks are taking a bit from the looks of it.
Yeah, so we'll give them some time to get ahead. I'll just meet us, and we'll be back shortly.
Sounds good.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
We are back for the second round of the draft. Calgary leading off, an exciting second round coming ahead. We'll see what direction the Dragons are going.
I'm not sure it's much of a question in this one. Picks ready, though.
At 25, the Calgary Dragons are pleased to select Amelia Skovgaard, the user Phalanx. Max earning defenseman among the TP leaders, if not the TP leader. Giant bet count. It's the co-GM of Calgary is the only reason he's available so late. Master of barbecue food and a great Columbus Blue Jackets and Ohio State fan. Phalanx is a wonderful pick for Calgary. He's a great co-GM there. They're going to be excited to have their back end built with Amelia on it. Is the relative of his previous players. So the Skovgaard family remains a very strong hockey family in the SHL. And yeah, can't say enough great things about Phalanx and Calgary moving forward.
Yeah, I think Faye is the #1 TP player in this class, thanks to a pretty solid SHL fantasy win, and that TP just getting clicked on yesterday or the day before.
If I'd done this at the start, I could have told you. Oh no, it still does it. There you go. 381 Phalanx. Look at that.
He is the TP leader. There you go. The more you know.
Followed by Slammy Davis Jr.
That's high level scouting by your guy Nike.
Nike's a nerd. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, wonderful pick. Great user. And if anyone plays RuneScape or Warhammer 40k, he's your guy. He's ranked among like the top 100 Warhammer 40k players in the world or something crazy. Very good at the game there.
Tabletop?
Yep, tabletop.
No kidding. I would love Stat Collection is probably insane.
Oh, I bet he's got just the coolest stuff, yeah.
Imagine having room for so many miniatures.
Or the money for good lord, the cost. But yeah, multiple
hours spent painting.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you can probably find a starving artist on the street, flip him a 20, and say go nuts. But LA on the clock, pick 26. It's for the exposure.
If you enjoy the painting part, then you kind of have fun with it. I don't think anyone enjoys spending money, though. That's no way around that.
Not the joy of gambling is that like they enjoy losing money rather than winning, apparently, psychologically.
They enjoy the thought of winning money more than they enjoy actually
losing
money.
The losing money is what keeps them going. It's the thrill of that, apparently. I read a psychology paper. I don't remember why, but apparently the joy comes from losing money somehow. Anyways, LA at pick 26. They will be selecting Louis Leroux, the user 6000. The bank is light. The TP is a little low, but an active player, active on Discord, will keep earning, and bank accounts are always fixable. Fun person to have a chat with. I know he didn't know the rookie task exists, so he wasn't able to claim them, which is a factor in the bank being so light, but should be able to be a solid piece for LA moving forward. Excited to see Louis go forth.
I love this. Is a phenomenal player name. Just like so fun.
Louis Leroux. We should get an actual French person on to do it. Where's Frenchie when you need him?
Where's Shawnee when you need him?
Shawnee? I think he's in Ottawa.
No way. He's in here.
Is it cold there?
Not really. It's like 20 degrees today. It's just kind of crazy. Honestly, for October. Too warm.
Don't worry, it's coming. I promise.
I'll take it.
Like
We did have we had some snow in Toronto on a specific street, but it was for a movie set. They just had like snow on the street.
You really buried the lead there.
Yeah, 100%. But like someone sent me a picture. They're like, "Yeah, look at the snow on the ground." I'm like, "It snowed? What the hell? It's not that cold." And they're like, "Yeah, it's just for a movie set." So They got me
So,
good. I was
there
like,
was
yeah,
snow
let's
here.
do
They
it.
they did it to you, so you did the same to us.
100%. Yeah, you always bury the lead. Never lead with the lead.
That's why they
Leading
call
with
it the
the lead is
lead.
overrated.
You
No,
gotta lead with the lead.
no, that's like an actor thing. It's just trying to figure out who gets paid more. You know, it's different. You won't understand.
Yeah, spelled different too.
Yeah, but pick 27,
It is
the
spelled
Winnipeg
different.
Aurora on the clock.
Yep.
And the Aurora are pleased to select Alessandro Garbanzo, the user Argar Bargar. He's since kind of disappeared a bit. Hopefully he comes back. Was a waiver pickup by Great Falls. Has had some fantastic players in the past.
Arguably the greatest player of all time.
Arguably Alonso Garbanzo. But yeah, we're hoping to see him come back and be a good piece for Winnipeg. But has since been MIA.
Yeah, I mean, He's not even the best defenseman of the season 20 draft. Let's relax with the best player of all time.
Sorry, there was some bum called Nike Kicks in that draft, wasn't there?
No, that was Chuck Goody, the original.
Chuck Goody, the OG. Shouldn't they call him Chuck Batty because he was trash?
He won a Stevens. Come on.
Oh, Stevens. Oh wow. Okay.
Back when that was
even I
the
got
trophy
one of
for
those.
defenseman. He is in the Hall of Fame.
They really did lower the standards back in the day, didn't they? Calgary on the clock.
This is a
28.
good pick if they get Argar back.
Great pick if he comes back, but the odds of it seem slim at the moment.
So is this Calgary pick if they get him committed. I think it's a really good pick too. Cause it's ready. Whoops. There you go.
And Calgary will be selecting Paulo Di Stefano, the user Majesty. Solid bank, TP's decent. Definitely behind the max earners. But hoping to see that grow. Was picked 18th by Maine, but has fallen a little bit in the SHL draft and looks to reclaim their spot as they earn moving forward. Solid pick by Calgary at this point, banking on the profile with the decent bank and the TP, and we'll see how that looks going forth.
I will note the TP has gone up since the graphic was made anyway. 291 on the graphic, 296 on the listed on this sheet. So
there you go.
Five is going.
Hey, sometimes all it takes is a little bit of draft day excitement.
Yep. I mean, hey, I can tell you that my first SMJHL draft, I was drafted in like the 5th round. It was like 30 something, close to the end, and then it was just like, oh my god, this is so great. You never know. You just get that right team, get that energy going.
That's right. And Montreal did have Maine had a tough year in the J this season. So, sometimes it's hard to just keep engagement when you're losing. As tough as that is to say.
Yeah.
All right, Toronto on the clock with back-to-back.
See what direction Jay and Co are going here. The Toronto North Stars are pleased to select with the first pick a Buggy D backup, A.M. Johnson 636, making a backup only player. I think this is a one-piece render, if I'm correct. I don't know. Someone can correct me on that. But yeah, so going to be a backup goaltender for the long term. Make some bank for a potential next player, I imagine. Solid locker room ad. But yeah, excited to bring him into Toronto to be their number 2 goalie as they try to end that 50-season drought for the Challenge Cup.
Yes, one piece, Buggy the Clown.
All right, here we got the next
Captain of the Buggy Pirates. I think we've seen that. I think we've seen that character a bit too in the SHL before, Buggy Pirates.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure. I do have the next Toronto pick ready as well.
Excellent. Toronto at pick
That's
30 will be
attack. They're
selecting
fast.
Jonas Hoderson. If this... Oh, it's an Adam
That is
Sandler
Adam
render?
Sandler.
How does the Adam Sandler relate?
Yeah, that
I
I
thought it was
don't.
going to be like a Hodor thing, like it's Hodor's son. I don't know. It would have been cool, but we got Adam Sandler as a render, which is also kind of fun. But yeah, the bank's light, the TP's very low. Was claimed on waivers, hoping to see some more growth in the future, but a shot in the dark at this point of the draft.
The usernames is phenomenal here.
Board of Directors,
is just
absolutely.
so fun. Yeah.
We have our first pass. At 31.
SFP is passing. Bad Wolf was unable to attend the draft today, which is why SFP traded all like 80 picks they had. Let's bring Calgary up at pick 32, though.
Yep. It's ready.
At pick 32, the Calgary Dragons are pleased to select Alex Buffenbarger III. The user Endstorm12. The TP is very solid, 286. The bank's a little light, but it's a very solid profile at this point of the draft. Nothing too exciting remaining, but if you can get them earning bank and TP back on track, things are looking up. Could be a good pick. Give me 1 second here.
Curious what happened to Alex the First and Alex Jr.
They've had a basically
this is,
identical
using-
profile in terms of TPE gain to Sixhausen. They've both earned 82 TPE since August 29th. So that's pretty fun. Similar banks as well.
You get some sort of math machine?
No, it's in our sheet. Clearly, your scouting sheet sucks.
Mine's just got the fun notes. You got the real serious stuff.
I don't have to do one of those.
Anyways,
anymore,
this will bring us up to
fortunately.
LA at pick 33, and they'll be taking Curtis McCurtis. These are Sir Infernos. Great name. Sad to see that they're probably not around that much anymore. Claimed on waivers by St. Louis. The TP and bank are very light. Hope to see it flip because Curtis McCurtis would be a great player to announce for some commentary games in the future. But we'll have to see.
Pretty big crop for LAP again this season, so perhaps pulling some folks from St. Louis, get some more activity, bring Curtis back.
I mean, 272 might not be too bad for a waiver pickup, right? I don't remember who else we had who was a waiver pickup who wasn't bad, but yeah. Don't know about that one.
I mean, Fubo was a waiver pickup. He's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, 332.
But pick 34, the Winnipeg Aurora will be selecting.
Will be. Go for it.
Earl Hughes, the user Win Savon. He's my Win Savon notes is that he says some crazy unhinged things sometimes, seemingly without prompting for no reason. Like I remember that my username in Newfoundland was Elon Musk terror spy drone because he just went on some rants about how Elon Musk is like he's got drones that are spying all over and they're gonna get all your information. And it was just a very long rant. I thought it was funny, so I made it my name in Newfoundland. But definitely a character if you get him active and talking. He can incite a conversation. That's for sure.
Quite a lot of picks for Carolina as well. I didn't know they had loaded up in the J draft. There's quite a few draftees from the
Get another pass here too. Toronto's done.
Now we're zooming.
North Stars on the clock.
They passed.
North Star's passed.
North Star
They
is
never
off the
even had
clock.
to be on the
Hamilton
clock.
on the clock.
I got the pick ready.
Hamilton Steelhawks are pleased to select Jason Bartholomew, the user J Gaming. Got some decent money in the bank, but the TP is a bit light. Let me just check my sheet here. Yeah, haven't been great on the TP growth, only 33 since August 29th, so definitely slowed down or missing at this point. But hopefully something they can flip around and be a great pick for Hamilton in the future.
And interestingly enough, picked 34th in the J draft, and with the 2 passes here, was technically the 34th selection of the SHL draft. So perfectly
When it's meant to be, yeah.
Were there any passes in the J draft, though? That's the question.
We're not going that.
Tim, don't tap me like that.
We're not doing all that.
We don't have time for that. Who's this one?
So right on to Montreal. Is this the first pick for Montreal in this draft?
I believe so.
It is. First
It
pick
is.
of the Elastic Bandit reign. Just hired a couple days ago to be the Montreal GM. Coming from your illustrious Madison Valkyries. But yeah, he's not actually at the draft. He's having someone pick for him. It's a crashed free agent who we will not disclose the name of because we don't do that here. No spoilers. But at 37, Montreal will be selecting. Yep. Newt, user Molino. Yeah, big Pingu fan. User not so much. Seems like they've fallen off and have gone inactive, but Pingu, always elite. Absolutely love Pingu.
Yeah, so Molino is a manager in the SSL, so probably something that Montreal's hoping that they can pull Molino back.
Interesting.
Over and interested in the SHL.
I will say, comes from the Thunder Bay Walleye. I did want to give a shout out to the meme that was posted in SHL General today of calling Thunder Bay Tampa Bay. Always a great time. I find myself doing it. A bunch of people do.
Oh yeah, we do that.
So just a little shout out. Go check that out.
Happens all the time in the J draft.
Yeah. Thunder Bay also a terrible place. Hate it. But 38, Hamilton back on the clock. We'll see what direction the always jovial Alex is looking to go here.
They put the pick in the wrong order. Messed me up. They put the username before the player name. Messed me up. But we got it. We're ready.
And the Hamilton Steelhawks are taking Dale Cooper, the user Leoben. Had a good player a long time ago, but has kind of been cycling through J-only players. Hoping to see him maintain some consistent growth and development with this player and stay in the long term. Has a solid bank account. The TP is decent, but not amazing for a waiver pickup. And yeah, Leoben's great. Would love to see him just stick around and stick it out. Histories can often show that players might not do it, but people can always turn around and end up becoming productive members later on.
Hey, sometimes it's cool to just hang out in the J.
J's for nerds. We hate the J here. This is the SHL draft with the SHL Tonight hosts. We only SHL here.
I would prefer not to do the J most of the time, but
honestly, I think because you said that, all of your future prospects are going to be J-only players now. Now you can curse yourself.
If I don't draft, they can't be a problem.
Chicago to the future dumpster whenever they need to rebuild. But the Aurora back on the clock with their, what is that, 900th
pick of the draft?
Yeah.
I know, the green is starting to blind me.
6, 7,
I think it's a teal
8.
more than a green. But yeah, the Aurora are pleased to select at 39. They'll be back-to-back here. But Trevor Zegras, Cutter Gauthier enthusiast, was earning TP decently, but then became broker than the U.S. government. And now has to, come back and hopefully find a way to earn some money to get that growth and development going. He probably went inactive because he seems like a Ducks fan who liked Zegras, and Zegras got traded to Philly. So he just kind of gave up on the player, but who knows?
That does feel like a player that the Newfoundland core could probably try and bring back, though.
Pick 42 is
Two
Winnipeg
passes
again,
from
though. They
Yep.
continue to pick. But yeah, double SFP pass. That's their third pass so far. And Winnipeg will be selecting Ronacrit, the user Ronacrit. TP's low, but the bank has decent. Waiver claim pickup from Detroit. Love the Slavkovsky render. But yeah, definitely needs some effort to start earning again. We'll see if they're able to get that going. But all signs lead to no as of the moment.
The Winnipeg call-up send-down post is going to be epic.
It's not
gonna
as
be a
bad as
lot.
Tampa Bay when DK would take every single player in the draft until everyone was drafted. He'd have like 13, 14 players every year, just to make sure no one felt excluded, but like they didn't notice.
Toronto's had some big set down ones too, I've noticed.
Yeah, also true.
Especially when I was trying to do my before the expansion draft, trying to trying to predict everyone's expansion teams and all their protections and stuff, and looking at like Toronto, and they have like 20 prospects listed on their sheet. Yeah, there's been a lot. Manhattan's first pick of the draft, though.
Yeah, the Manhattan Rage at pick
For a
43.
diamond.
They will be selecting Alex White, the user W16KE. Bank is solid, and TP is decent, but not great. Picked 25th by the Vancouver Whalers. If they can come back, they've got a solid foundation to be able to earn moving forward.
The back first picks, right? We've got Nola for the first time here.
Yes.
I
think
wonder
they
who
didn't
they
have
could be
a first
taking.
round pick, right? No, they didn't.
Honestly, it's a true mystery what direction Joe could be looking for here. So much high intel on the board. But I think you did mention that in this draft there's another former first overall pick. Is that correct?
There is, and it's sort of interesting to see that player go here at 40, 43, 44, 44.
Wolfgang Hennessy. I'm not sure if it's related to Slash's player, whose last name is Hennessy as well, I believe, who went last draft, first overall. But Nick Tox, the co-GM for New Orleans, getting drafted to head to the Spectres, is going to be a great player for their blue line for a long time. Very solid bank count and TPE. Yeah, you're getting your co-GM who should, in theory, they should be a great player for your team and a key cog for you to build around. And I think that in this case, they definitely are.
That off-season GM pass, too, is big. Oh, I wonder who could make the next 3 picks.
By God, that's the Winnipeg Aurora's number.
I'm actually surprised none of them were passes. They are making 3 straight picks here.
Sim, can you do 3 players at the same time?
A triple card, yeah.
No, I could do them pretty quickly, but no, I cannot do 3 at a time.
So we got Daniel Gatlin, the user Dynamic MLB. It's had a couple players here, never really panned out, but is an ISFL user. Hopefully he can get it going this time. He's a great person to talk to, but just hasn't been able to stick out the long career of the SHL so far.
Let's see. I think I can just there you go. There's the next one.
Parker Minion for the Winnipeg Aurora, coming from the Newfoundland Berserkers. The bank's decent, but the TP is very low. Hopefully they can come back and start earning, but haven't really shown much to this point.
And 3.
John Pursuer. These are Donovan Van Unk. Might be an old person with the Unk at the end. But yeah, TP is low. The bank is, exists, but it's not great. Coming from the Newfoundland Berserkers. Hopefully they can come back and earn, but yeah. Signs trending down at the moment.
Signs point to no, or whatever it is. What's the Magic 8 Ball say?
Magic 8 Ball says answer unclear. Go right double media.
San Francisco passes again. The start of the third.
Yeah, we've got about 5 or 6 picks left here, I think.
I think so. We got Cincinnati next.
Yep, the Cincinnati 6 on the clock. And they'll be taking Clorda Skirich. What the heck? 316 TP with negative 1 million in the bank. The TP is very solid, but the money earning is non-existent. Unless they fix the money, could be a decent backup goalie for the long term. But yeah, waiting to see where they're going with that.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty safe, right? Like goalie at this point is kind of, if you can get somebody that ends up in the 800,000, it's like perfect for a backup.
Yep. Montreal passes, and we got Hamilton up.
Yeah, the Hamilton Steelhawks will be selecting Petrov Semenov, not Semenov, of course. The user It's Nuki, 261 TP with 1.75 million in the bank. A waiver pickup. Hopefully they can keep earning, but it doesn't look great here. They are a goalie despite the forward render. I believe that's Pavel Bure as well, if I'm not mistaken.
It's Nuki. Is
No.
the extra E make it sound like Dookie?
Yeah, that's
Or
how
is
it
it
works.
just Nuke with the extra E?
No, the extra E makes it a long E sound, like a hard E sound.
We got Minnesota for the first time in this draft.
Yeah, the Minnesota Monarchs are taking Logan Grew. The user Big Dollar. And Big Dollar does not have big dollars with only 3.4 million in the bank, 239 TP, but perhaps they can turn it around. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know who that render is, but it's definitely some French-Canadian guy.
Could definitely be.
The next 3 picks are passed, so we're back to Winnipeg, who is still loading up.
Not quitting.
Yeah, the Winnipeg Aurora are taking Theo Sieber. The user M1 Morality, like morality, but with numbers, still looks silly. Money is low, TP is low, is a goalie. So, could come back and still have a very solid backup career, but another one with a forward render, or they just mailed it in and used a player. Is this the Bo Horvat again? They're just throwing him in.
It might just be the default if there's no answer.
Yeah, all complaints go to Roster, at Roster.
There's a bunch of passes again.
Kari's the complaint department.
Move it over. There's a bunch of passes again, and yeah, Hamilton is 62. Okay.
All right, and the Hamilton Steelhawks are taking Jokerit. Jokerit, the user Jokerit. Hasn't been active in money earning at all. Was a waiver pickup by St. Louis, but the bank is gone and the TP is very low. Has popped in the Discord a couple times, so you might get some presence there, but yeah, nothing so far in the earning presence.
Also, the render was just a kid from Stranger Things, right? Interesting
Mike.
choice there. There you go. There's some more passes, right? 63 and 64 pass, and Denver makes their first pick of the draft.
Yeah, the Denver Glacier Guardians are taking Robert Crone. These are Dark Taker. Empty bank account with 261 TP. Could be a backup goalie option for the future.
And a bunch more passes. Oh my god, that's a lot of passes.
We are to the last
one left,
pick
and it's Denver again.
in the 85 draft.
Everyone passes except Denver. He gets this pick all the way at 84, technically.
And at pick 84, the Denver Glacier Guardians are selecting John Pork. The user Shane HF981. The bank's almost gone. Has some money in the bank at 4.1 million, but has disappeared. Is a Habs fan from that Habs recruitment video. This is the same picture as the one they're using before, so it's the one they mailed it in on. But yeah, unless they come back, not really a lot going on here. But hopefully they do and can turn it into a steal of a pick.
And there you go. This is mostly the full draft. This page is a bit weird. This is why we don't use this page. Because it's set up for 20 being the end of the first round. But the order's right.
Yeah,
But with that,
that'll be your S85 SHL Entry Draft. Thanks for joining us, and congrats to everyone who got drafted. Some great picks and some excellent cores were made. The obvious story of the draft being Winnipeg with their elaborate collection of selections. And just the top of the draft, LA with a pick 1 and pick 4. Fantastic way to build a team. But yeah, exciting time, and excited to see how they grow and move forward.
yeah,
Thanks,
fun draft.
Patrick.
Thanks y'all for being here.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Fuck Patrick. All my homies hate Patrick. And that's your draft, everybody.
All right. Have a good night, everyone, and enjoy your new teams to the rookies. Goodbye.